So movies we haven't watched that many. We're busy people. We didn't get a chance to watch much movies these days.
Lots of things happening.
The newest movie, the movies in the theater now that I watched was the new animated Grinch movie with Benedict Cumberbatch voicing the Green Fella. It was a good kids movie. It was very heartwarming, classic stuff. Illumination Studios, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, kind of the it was. I feel like it was DreamWorks for a while that was kind of trying to give Pixar the run for their money. But
now it's
Illumination that
Illumination
really,
Studios.
and they're picking up properties left and right. And
their next big project's I think an animated Mario Brothers.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, so that's
it was pretty good. If I had to recommend any Grinch movie, I still recommend the Jim Carrey one. If you had the choice between that or this new one, I wouldn't put the cartoon in there just because it's only like a 20-minute.
Yeah, the Boris Karloff.
I'm just talking about the movies. Go ahead and watch the cartoon all you want. That's great. That's a classic
it's a
too.
Little, it's pretty much just the book.
I think the Jim Carrey one's more caring, Jim Carrey one's more, just a better movie in all aspects, more entertaining. Yeah. And this one's probably more kid oriented. That's maybe why it wasn't there, but it was still a classic movie. You guys get a chance to watch it. I recommend it.
That Jim Carrey one is still probably one of my favorite performances by him.
Totally.
He owned that role. Like he just really dove into it and went all out. So, but no, I'm gonna see this.
He one. Mr. Cumberbatch, he does a very good Grinch. It's a totally different, it's the same, totally different story than Jim Carrey one.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Same concept where he hates, but it's more of a.
Is it
they give the Grinch more of a? Well, they gave him a background in the Jim Carrey one too, but there's more of a sympathetic background, I think, in this animated one about why he doesn't like Christmas and why he doesn't want anyone else to celebrate it. But
are there still Cindy Lou Who?
Yeah, Cindy Lou Who is still in it. She's
I mean, we all saw the dog in the trailer, of course. Right?
Yep, Max. He's in it. You got your main three. It just focuses more there's other side characters that are not very relevant, Cindy Lou Who. She wants to meet Santa Claus, and she's trying to set up a trap to meet him and whatnot. So, not getting to spoil the territory because I don't want to ruin this movie for anyone. So
still in theaters.
It's different from the other one, so I don't want to talk about the differences too much. So, but if I'd give it a 1 to 10 thing, maybe a solid 7.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good for I got a weird high thing for animated movies.
Yeah, you put them up higher usually?
Well, it's just
or you got a high bar.
High bar because they usually don't entertain me as well. They're very especially since they're shorter. This is only an hour and a half long movie, and all animated movies are.
Yeah.
And
they have to
so it feels rushed the entire. That's what my biggest complaint about a lot of animated movies is that they're only an hour and a half long because they're meant for kids. They're not.
You can't expect a kid to
sit there for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah. So I get it. I'm not. It's just that's why I have such a. They always get a lower rating or always meh when I see an animated movie. It's just
it's not quite there.
Yeah, it could have benefited from another half hour.
It's still not a Pixar movie or the Lego movie, right?
So.
No, I intended seeing it. I mean, we were planning on going to see it opening night actually, but that's the night they induced Jenna, and so. Yeah, couldn't make it. We had to stay in the hospital,
So congratulations, by the way, on having a beautiful baby girl, Ainsley Magnolia. That's one hell of a name.
Very much. She's a heck of a baby.
What movies have you?
I
know you've been insanely busy with.
I've been kind of busy with new parent Parenthood, but I think the only movie we really watched was Game Night. Game Night.
You know, I've seen that has Jason
Bateman. Yeah, Jason Bateman in it. Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
Guy from Friday Night Lights TV show. Bloodline.
Chandler or something. Or something
Kyle Chandler. Kyle Chandler, yeah. Plays Jason Bateman's brother. That's like very successful like businessman and is always outshining Jason Bateman. And so he comes into town and organizes a game night, and Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams are like super competitive. They're a couple, and like, they met at like a trivia night thing, and you know they were always really competitive, and they fell in love, and they always doing like game night and stuff like that. So the brother comes into town, and he really wants to beat his brother, right? Because super competitive. Oh, also Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman are trying to have a baby.
Okay.
But there's like issues there, and the doctor's thinking it's because of his brother, like how he's always trying to be better. He's always like, you know, trying to, outshine his brother or whatever. So there's that. That's kind of the backdrop, and then, you know, they get to game night, and he organizes like a murder or a kidnap mystery.
Okay, one of those like
a real life, thing. But is it really happening? Is it all part of the game, or is it like, you know, is someone actually being kidnapped? And that's kind of the premise of it, and it just goes from there. And
was it good?
I would highly recommend it. Probably up there, 7, 8 out of 10. If I was gonna do that, there are some really neat things that they did technically with the movie. There's, there'd be this big overarching like establishing shot, and like I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I think this is a model set. Like they created like model sets.
Okay.
And, they'd have and like kind of almost stop motion-y movement going on, and like I just didn't expect anything like that in a movie like this, but they did that a few times throughout the movie. No need, like you just don't really see that too often,
especially in comedies that are they could be poorly shot just because like that's not what people go.
Yeah, like you don't have to do any grand technical thing for that type of movie, but they did that, and they did obviously I won't go over it too much, but the ending credits, like the things that played over, like the shots playing over the ending credits were hilarious. Like the things that it's like this one character kind of had this whole thing set up in his basement. And it kind of pans over all of this as it's as the credits are playing, and he had like pictures of all the people, and so it showed a picture of Jason Bateman, and then like he's panning over all this stuff, and it was hilarious. Good movie. Yeah,
good movie. Is that on Blu-ray?
I think
Blu-ray right now.
Blu-ray, DVD.
Right on. So
came out earlier in the year.
So
just came
if anyone's out and about to see that, give that a pick up.
I
know I definitely will.
Yeah.
I always love a good chuckle. Comedies too, I kind of have, like I'm weirdly picky. Like there's people out there, and I'm like, it's been a while since I've been thoroughly enjoyed. I think my last like comedy that I laughed so much was This Is the End with Seth Rogen and crew.
Yeah. Okay, well this was the directors, the guys who directed this. Were some of the writers on Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming. They wrote, I think, like the first draft or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're the first ones credited as writers. So they wrote that, and they wrote and directed the Vacation movie that came out. I don't know if you saw that. That was kind of their first big directorial. One of Ed Helms, Christina Applegate one, which Jen and I went to see that in theaters, and when it first came out, just to like pass time, and we laughed so hard. Like, it was. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
It's really.
I kind of was probably just like everyone else kind of assumed it was gonna be garbage and didn't.
No, it was like surprisingly like super funny. Yeah, I didn't expect much. We were just like, oh yeah, let's go see this. Like we both really like Christmas Vacation. You know, one of the best Christmas movies out there.
Yeah.
And so we were like, all right, let's go see this. I don't know if you've seen have you seen many of the vacation movies?
I've seen Christmas
Some of them are
Vacation.
very, like, not very good. Like the first Vacation
Yeah.
isn't very good. Like people rave about it, but like, and this is John Hughes.
Oh, really?
John Hughes directed
Hughes.
the first one, and or at least wrote it or something. And it's just it's like a good movie, but it's like really dry. Like there's no real like laugh out loud moments. Like it's mostly just like, oh, that's interesting, or like that character said that, and that's kind of witty or whatever.
It kind of just comes up flat, kind of thing, just like.
Yeah, and then this one, like there's some like meta humor to it. Like
it's kind of just like aware of what it is. Kind of
because it's not a reboot. Like it is a sequel.
Yeah,
but it. Chevy Chase does appear.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and Beverly D'Angelo, like the parents appear in it, and yeah, they're you know, it's Rusty and his family.
Okay, yeah.
Like Ed Helms plays Rusty, the son from the other movies. He is now has a family, and in what's her name? God, she's Leslie Mann. Plays the daughter is all grown up, and she's married to Chris Hemsworth. He does a really terrible American accent, like Texan accent, and or Floridian or whatever, and it's really bad, but it's like super funny. Like,
like it's like bad in a good way, kind of thing.
Yeah. There's some really funny scenes with him, and anyway, I don't even know why we're talking about that so much, but it's really good. So we I had said, okay, like, anything else that they direct, I'm gonna really want to,
hence Game Night.
And then they wrote Spider-Man: Homecoming. I was like, oh, that's neat. And now they did Game Night, and I'm pretty sure they're on for The Flash. Like they're the current people directing The Flash.
I remember seeing like Homecoming writers of the director of
their
Flash movie.
Yeah, so they're kind of on this upwards, trajectory.
And Mr. Bateman, he's kind of underrated. He's a little bit.
For sure, yeah, he's in everything, but he's.
I enjoyed the Horrible Bosses movie. I thought those were hilarious.
Well, they wrote those movies too.
So
they wrote those.
I
movies.
Definitely got to check out Games Night. These guys. They've checked all my boxes.
You'll really get a kick out of it, and like I said, there's some neat like things like technically that they do with the movie that are just, and some like really like long shots and just not typical comedy. It's not just like a run of the mill slapstick. Like there's some I find the trailer doesn't really do it a whole lot of justice.
It didn't do like I saw it. And I was like. This looks like a generic.
Especially some of the stuff with Rachel McAdams in the trailer. There's like one line in the trailer where it looks like it falls so flat, but in the movie it worked really well. Okay. Yeah, I was really surprised by that. So don't be discouraged by the trailer to not see this movie. I recommend it. I'm probably building it up way too much at this point, but I digged it. Yeah, I dug it.
So we recommend the new animated Grinch movie and Game Night.
Yeah.
And so if anyone has the opportunity to watch those, go for it and give us your thoughts on them. So that's it for movies that we watch and whatnot.
You said.
Well, I watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Okay, yeah, but not like for the first time.
No. I was just having.
What brought that up? What would you want to watch?
Did you ever have like a random thought of like I haven't seen this movie in forever?
Yeah.
I wanted.
Yeah, I guess.
So. I want to watch it.
Yes, there are some movies though that like, is that a movie that you do watch periodically, or?
No, I think I've seen it once outside of this second time.
Oh.
And I forget what.
I think I've only seen it once now.
I forget what brought it upon. I think. Because there's like Space Jam 2 news out and about. So
and that's kind of the de facto. Animated into
that
the real world
made me think of like talk about Space Jam. That's a classic. I've seen that many times. But I was like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I know that's a good one.
Yeah,
I watched
let's
that.
watch that.
I watched it and I was like, I didn't realize it was like, I don't even know how long it's been since the first one, but it was long enough for me to, when I watched it this time, that I didn't realize it was like Christopher Lloyd was the bad guy. Bad guy in that. So no, I gave that. That's still a pretty good movie. The way
Solid, yeah.
The way
And it's Robert
Zemeckis.
Zemeckis, yeah. Back to the Future.
He did Back to
Castaway.
Just the way he, like, this whole movie, like, it blows your mind because, like, yes, it was impressive in Space Jam, like, you know, Michael Jordan basically has to act like, no, nothing's next to nothing's there, but, like, this was probably 10 years before this one.
Yeah.
And just everything's going around, like, the main guy, Bob Hoskins, yeah. He was great. And it's nice seeing like it's almost like the first version of like Ready Player One, where it's like you're just looking at the background to see all like the cartoon cameos and whatnot, because you got like scenes with like Daffy and Donald Duck, and it's like you would never see them in the same area. This movie did, and there was a scene with Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse and whatnot. So it's fun movie
stuff. Yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen that, that's a classic.
Go
ahead and watch that.
Probably stop watching this and go watch
it. So basically, Robert Zemeckis, he's probably one of those people too. His project, his name's next to a project.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Yeah.
Did you read since we brought him up, I guess there was a poll where X amount of people were asked about movie projects, and I guess Back to the Future was picked as the #1 franchise that people want like rebooted.
Oh yeah.
I would prefer a sequel, a fourth one.
Yeah.
For a reboot of it.
Definitely.
That one's definitely set up like up for, especially. About to sound dark, and everyone's still here
for now.
To shoot the next one that they continue it, and I guess like I think Zemeckis has 100% control over that franchise.
Is that right? Okay.
Because I remember reading something
happened, right?
I'm pretty sure I remember reading something years ago saying like they can't make another one
without
his permission, or if he passes away.
Then
Then
they'll get the control back to it.
So.
Yeah.